Okay.
And we are live. There we go.
We are live indeed. Welcome to Football for Fun.
Welcome in, everybody. Today we are doing worst to first rankings. So, what that means is we take a look at last year's standings and every team that placed last place in their division last year. We're going to be debating which of those teams is most likely to go from last place to first place. So, it's a pretty simple concept. Um,
It
we're,
is
we
pretty
don't
simple.
we
We
don't know
gotta
each other's
do.
rankings, so we
Wait,
should be
wait,
disagreeing, right?
we gotta do the intro though. I think we kind of forgot.
Well, you said welcome to football for fun, and I just kept on beating.
That was
You're
just
right,
good.
though. We
Oh,
didn't do our classic intro.
no,
That's
it's okay. I
funny.
mean, we have. Okay,
We gotta do it
three,
now.
2, 1. Welcome everyone to another episode of Football for Fun. I am depressed, the Texans fan.
I'm delusional, the Panthers fan, and my team is going worst to first. Carolina Panthers. All
Indeed.
right, Super Bowl
All right.
contenders.
Well, we'll do the reveal later because, as Isaac said, there are 9 teams of the running. Now you might be thinking, like, how are there 9 teams with their 8 divisions? Well, there was one set of teams that tied for last, which was y'all's division, the Panthers and the Saints tied for last. So we just decided to just rank them separately in terms of their kind of chances to go from tied worst to first. And yeah, we'll have our rankings 1 through 9. We'll start from 9 and go down the line, just take turns, and then just we'll discuss.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys are ready for this. We're gonna have a lot of fun, hopefully. I'm looking forward to seeing if we do disagree with our record so far. It wouldn't be surprised if we actually did agree on all 9. But hey, Isaac, bro, no one believes the Panthers doing anything. Okay, that is cap.
We'll
I'm not
see.
gonna lie. I have seen people
Well,
predicting otherwise. There are people in the media higher on the Panthers than I am. I'm just saying. I have us
the
missing the
Patriots, however,
playoffs.
uh, yeah, I don't think the Patriots will be going worst to first. Let's just say that. Okay, so let's get started. So we'll go 9 through 1. Do you want to go first with your 9, or do you want me to go first, or how do you want to
Go
do
right
it?
ahead. You go first, and then I'll
So
answer.
there is a principle and a rule that I live by. Well, I don't really live by it, but it's just something that I internally. But death, taxes, and the Chiefs win their division. So therefore, I automatically have the Raiders as the most likely team to win the division because the Chiefs are just going to win it. And
Wow.
even if not, if the Chiefs don't win it, if it's not there, it'll be the Chargers or Broncos. So I have the Raiders as the least likely team.
That's so valid. I also have a rule that I live by, and it is screw the Saints, so I have them at 9. I didn't even think about it. I
Okay.
put them at 9 with no hesitation. I think that they are going to be a bottom 3 team in the league this year, and I think they have the worst quarterback room in the league this year, and I think this is just going to be a terrible season. Like, objectively, not even my bias, objectively, it's going to be a terrible season for them, in my opinion, and they're heading toward a rebuild at last. I get what you're saying about the Raiders, though, which is why,
Uh-huh.
spoiler alert, they're not going to be that high in my rankings. But I also
Right.
think it's more likely that somehow Mahomes gets injured because even the Patriots had a season like that. Mahomes gets injured, the Chargers continue to
Uh-huh.
charger it up, the Broncos aren't good enough, and then the Raiders with all their new additions on offense, the head coach, they actually have a good team, I believe. The problem is that they are in the AFC West, so the chances of them going worst to first aren't super likely. So I would agree with that. That's a good rule. Um,
Uh-huh.
Personally,
Yeah,
though, I'm gonna put the worst team in the league aside from the
Chiefs are
Jets.
terrible. I mean, that's classic rage bait, but no, the Chiefs aren't terrible. I understand that they had a lot of one-score games, like the refs helped them out and things like that. But at the end of the day, they went 15-2 and made it to the Super
15
Bowl.
and 2, and they're gonna be even better as a team this year, as we've previously
Mahomes is
discussed.
worse than Jimmy G. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Saints. Yeah, a little spoiler though. It'll be a little while before I talk about the Saints. The reason for that is because the division's so weak. I think the Saints have a better chance than many. But okay, so I have the Raiders as the least likely. You have the Saints. All right, my eighth least likely team, or my eighth least likely team. Right? Is that how? No, my
Yeah,
eighth most likely team technically is the
yeah,
eighth
most
most
likely
likely.
team to go worst to first.
Right. My eighth most likely team to go worst to first is the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, we got that one the
Browns.
same.
Yeah, they're the Browns. There's not really much to believe in. Like we've talked about before, they do have some good players. They have maybe the best defensive player in football in Myles Garrett, but he can only do so much. And not only are they the Browns, we have a really tough division, which is kind of the case for a lot of these teams. You have the Ravens, who are probably going to win it, but even if not, You have the Steelers, who will go 9-8. So if you're to win the division, you'd have to win at least 10 games, or 9, I guess, depending on tie breaks, which is probably not happening. And of course, the Bengals, who were kind of a fireworks show last year, but also very like chaotic. Their defense wasn't that good, and I guess they have drama going on. So I guess you could see the Browns leapfrogging the Bengals if they go to turmoil,
Right.
but it does seem very unlikely that the Browns go first place in the
No,
division.
I would agree. I could see worst to second based on what's happening in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, but that's only if the Browns roster is good enough overall to the point where if the quarterback is like 2 years ago when Joe Flacco was their quarterback for a bit and he was playing well enough to win them games, we could see that again. Probably not, but Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, or Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders. Like, I guess there's a world where one of the 87 quarterbacks they have is good. Probably not likely though, but that's the only scenario where they can go worst to first is they hit on one of the quarterbacks and the overall team's good enough for them to compete. Even then, I would probably still pick the Ravens above them. So for me, Cleveland has to be pretty far down the list.
Right. No, they would be pretty far down the list. I mean, they are one of the teams, like, it would be truly shocking. I think there have been a lot of those teams in the past. Like, the teams like the Texans a few years ago, the Commanders last year. So there was, like, some teams where it's, like, it was kind of a shock, but, like, also, like, I guess it happened. Like, the Browns and, like, I guess Saints, Raiders, would be really, really shocking if it happened. Although I say it with hesitation, I don't think it would be shocking if the Saints won the division. I would be surprised, but
I would be stunned.
Not as much as a hater. I do apologize.
The only way the Saints do it is if they hit on a quarterback and then the rest of the roster is suddenly healthy for the first time ever, and then they're also good at the same time. And also Tampa has to take a step back.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they might be due for that, but we'll see. Okay.
We'll see.
At number 7, I don't know. We'll see if we agree on this, but we probably should both have them pretty low, are the Giants.
Yeah, that's my 7.
Yeah, it's just that for me, like, they're not that good, and you have to overcome the Eagles, the Commanders, and the Cowboys. But I know the Cowboys probably aren't going to be that good, but, they're always a solid team for the most part. And, I mean, theoretically, like, I don't know, I guess, like, you have some good players, like Malik Neighbors going to his second year. You have all the guys on defense, like Abdul Carter, players like that, but seems very unlikely. I mean, the Giants probably haven't won their division in, like, decades, maybe. I don't know if they did it.
They probably won one with Manning, at least.
Yeah, that's what I guess. Decades is a little bit longer than I thought. Yeah, I guess it would have been like around like a decade, at least, right? Probably 10, 15 years.
We're probably coming up on at least a decade at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it seems very unlikely that they would do it. Cowboys, Seabow. What does Seabow mean? People say that, like, in the comments, or someone said it before. Seabow? Do you think is it Seabow or is it Seabow? Or
do you actually not know what it means?
I actually don't know. I don't know what like is it like French or something like that?
It's an acronym.
Oh, acronym? Oh, I thought it was just a full-blown word.
No, I'm pretty sure it's an acronym. The first time I saw it in their comments, I was like, wow, I'm pretty sure this is what this means, and that's not very nice.
Yeah.
It's shut your something.
I know what that means.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, he's telling you to stop talking.
Oh, did the Giants win in 2017? No.
Surely not.
No. I don't know why he said 2017.
Right?
But
who was their quarterback that year?
Manning.
I guess it's possible then, but
so the Giants were good in 2016, which was Dak's rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure the Cowboys still won that division because they were like 13-3. And 2017, I don't know.
Even if it was 2017 though, that's been a while.
It's been a little while. No, they were 3-13 in 2017, so no. Anyway, yeah. So we all have the Giants at 7. Seems very unlikely that they win the division.
Yeah.
I mean, I had
some debates there, between the Giants and Browns, like who between them is more likely to go worst to first. And I kept falling back on the quarterback position because I think it's more likely that first round pick Jackson Dart is going to be a good quarterback to help them out than it is for the Browns to somehow figure out a good quarterbacks on their roster. So that's what it initially came down to me. But then I started thinking the Giants' schedule is so brutal that maybe the Browns actually have a higher chance. But then I realized they're the Browns, so I'm just going to put them at 8 and no one's going to care. So that's what I did.
No, that's fair. My reasoning was just they're the Browns. And, like, it is close, I agree. Like, neither team, I think, is really that likely, but I probably agree.
It would be a genuine shock if either team managed to pull that off. But at least the Giants, if they start Jackson Dart soon enough, and then he transforms the offense, and then the defensive line lives up to its potential, then you can kind of see a world where that is a possibility. But you also probably need Philadelphia to take a step back, which isn't out of the realm of possibility, given they've lost some players in defense. And I don't know, I could see it if literally everything possible goes right. And since when does that happen in New York?
Right. Yeah, since when? I like the Giants D-line. No, I do too. They have some good players. Abdul Carter, Brian Branch.
I think the D-line's overrated.
Wait, did I say Brian Branch? It's Brian Burns.
Yeah, Brian Burns.
Yeah, no, Kayvon. But I do agree, like, it's probably not that good to, like, kind of carry their team. And especially if you just start Russell Wilson, you're probably going to struggle. At least if you start Jackson Dart all the way and he was good, you might have a chance. But honestly, I think given that you're starting Russell Wilson, your chances are not.
I think the right thing to do is start Russ the entire season, or Russ, Jameis, the other guy, forget his name. DeVito, yeah. All those guys need to start, and you need to just let Dart chill out his rookie season, learn behind those guys, and then start in year 2, because that usually works better than throwing the rookie into the fire.
Yeah, when do you think, assuming they start Russell Wilson, not what you think should happen, but what do you think that Russell will get benched for Jackson Dart? I'm thinking about week 4.
Yeah.
Is my guess. Week 4, week 5, maybe?
Week 4 at the earliest, week 7 at the latest is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
let me check their schedule real quick, because if they have a bye week early on, that would really help.
Yeah, because Russell is not going to have the leash that Kirk Cousins had. I think Kirk Cousins went to like week 10 or 12 or something like that, relatively late.
Right.
I think about I guess Jacoby Brissett had till, I think whenever they played us, that might have been around that week 4 or 5. Our resident Pats fan can tell me if I'm correct, but I think Jacoby Brissett started for like 3, 4, 5 games, something like that. So Russell, given that obviously he's a name that, like, probably a Hall of Famer, people, he's like a glamorous name from years ago, but he's just not that good. He's just not very good.
All right, so check this out. They open the season with the Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Chargers, very likely going 0-4 there, right? But then this is the first time I can see them being favored. Like, they are favored in this game as of now. They play the Saints in week 5. So I think that would be, if they're smart, if they're 0-4 going into that game, that's when they start Dart.
Against the Saints,
Yeah, because if they don't start him against the Saints, they then go face the Eagles, they face the Broncos, they face the Eagles again. And those 3 defenses, I mean, when I say 3, those 3 games against 2 defenses, that's really nasty and not a spot for a rookie to want to make his first start. And then you have the 49ers right after that, which I wouldn't want my first start against the Niners, personally.
No, that would be tough.
You should be looking to start against the Saints, ideally. That's one of the few teams the Giants should be capable of beating this year. I'm not kidding you. The schedule is just ridiculous.
Yeah, what are the 4 teams again?
They open with the Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Chargers. Hypothetically, they could pull an upset in week 1 or 2. I
think unless you go 2-2 in that stretch somehow, I think you can't you can't not bench.
You
Russell.
Imagine if they start 2-0.
That would be crazy. I mean, crazier things have happened, but
it's hard to fathom though.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so just for anyone listening, watching, whatever, watching this back, so ranking worst to first, at 9 I have the Raiders, you have the Saints. At 8 we both have the Browns, right? And at 7 we both have the Giants.
Correct.
Let's see if we agree on the 6th team, which
I guarantee we will.
For me is the New England Patriots.
Ooh, you got them lower than I thought. The reason must be because Buffalo's in that division, huh?
Yes.
So it's kind of the same idea with the Raiders being 9. They can't possibly win that division with the Chiefs, and then even if the Chiefs don't win, you got the Chargers. That's fair. Make a graphic. We talked about doing that, but not really.
We were going to, but
there's not a good way to do that unless we had more time in advance, and also I don't know.
It requires effort, and we didn't want to do that. So
I wanted to if I could envision a good way to, but we need to find somebody who can help us with that, like live, I guess. But anyway.
So you think the Patriots have a better chance, maybe than like I'm giving them credit for?
I think so, but I'll get to them later on my list because I have them a little higher than you.
Okay, yeah. Who is your 16?
I have the Raiders at 6. So
Okay.
my rationale for the Raiders being at 6 is look at the teams I have below them here. It's the Saints, Browns, and Giants. I think the Saints are so much better of a team compared to them that they have a more feasible shot even in that division. And I know
Mhm.
I'm putting them at 6, but also I'm going to say there's no shot it happens. Like realistically,
Yeah.
because the Chiefs need everything to go wrong for that to happen, and that includes a Mahomes injury, and then Gardner Minshew has to not be good, but he probably would be in that offense.
Mhm.
Let's be honest. You need the Chargers to
Yeah.
charger it up, which is probably not that unlikely. To be fair, it is the Chargers; they'd find a way to blow it. And then you need the Broncos to not win too many games because I could see the Raiders, out dueling the Broncos in this division as it is.
Uh-huh.
I love the Raiders offense. I think that they're going to be feisty. They got Geno Smith at quarterback, Jacoby Myers. They got Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty. I like what they're building there. And they got Max Crosby on defense. That's probably the only player I can name on that defense. But they have Max Crosby on defense. So I'm not predicting it, but I do think the Raiders are going to be lots of fun. So I don't know. I think they're more likely to be good enough to compete than it is the 49 or not 49ers, the Giants, Browns, or Saints are to win their crappy
Yeah.
divisions.
Ravens 76B more. Salute, passing through and dropping a like on the video. Hey, welcome.
Appreciate that,
Well,
man.
glad you
Appreciate it.
could make it. Yeah, for sure.
Very kind of you. Take care, buddy. Take care.
Yes. And we did have, and just if you're listening, Ravens fan, we did have the Browns pretty low on our list because we know the Ravens will win the division.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the Browns overtaking the North. Don't worry about that.
Imagine being worried about that. That would be unfortunate.
Imagine being worried about the Browns. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Did I explain my Pats sort of just that I think like Buffalo is definitely going to win the division. Unless I guess Josh Allen could get injured and things get weird. I do think the Pats are probably the second best team in that division, which makes it a little bit tricky.
Right.
So there is a chance, but I just don't see it as very likely.
I'm surprised. I gotta say, I'm surprised you have the Pats below the Bears here, because I think the two teams are kind of similar, but the Bears have a tougher division.
Yeah, I just think we'll get to the Bears. I just think they have kind of that chance to be really good and overtake the Lions. I don't necessarily think it'll happen, but
this is gonna get good.
I do. Yeah. At number 5, I have the Saints just to get that, finally, we've got the Saints out of the way.
Jeez.
I do agree that they are not a very good team. They probably will be picking the top 5, but
top 3, top 2, top 1.
Right. They'll be so bad they'll forfeit their draft selection. Because
they probably won't be fast enough to make the pick. It goes to whoever's second.
No, they'll be relegated. I think that's going to happen.
They're going to the XFL? Is that still a league?
I think so. But yeah. So I mean, my thing is that the division isn't the greatest. Although I guess the Bucks are pretty good and probably better than a lot of people give them credit for. I think they could I think it's just that's just my. I think honestly, it could be kind of a toss up, is my rationale. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't like your rationale here.
That's
I've liked it so far, but now I don't because the Saints are disgusting. But okay, at 5, I have the Bears. If this roster was under most any other team, I would be hyping them up more. But because it is the Bears, it makes it really hard to believe. But you look at them; they got Ben Johnson as their head coach. Which, if anyone's heard me talk about them before, the Bears and the coach, I'm a Ben Johnson guy, and I believe in him. And I've been a Caleb Williams guy for a while, so I believe in him. So that makes it really hard for me to look at this and go, yeah, they're going to be bad. They're the Bears. I have to look at this and go, it's Ben Johnson, it's Caleb Williams. I think this is going to work. But I'm not sure that it's going to work this year. I'm thinking that it's more like they're a year away. They're going to take a step this year, but they're in one of the toughest divisions in football. They got the Lions up there. You got the Packers, who I think they're very likely going to be a playoff team. You got the Vikings, who I love their roster, and they just, if their quarterback is good, they're going to be a threat just in general in the league. So
yeah,
that's one of the worst divisions to be in, to go worst to first. So it's really hard to see that. But because of how much I, in theory, like the Bears roster, I do have them at 5 here because I can see a world where that happens. The Lions self-destruct. The Packers are just a 10 or 11 win team. Same for the Vikings. And then the Bears just need to match that at least. And that's possible if they can split the games in the division at least, That puts them on
Yeah.
par with them. So I can see a world where that happens. It's just really difficult to actually say it will happen. So I will not be among those predicting the Bears to go worst to first. But I do think they are going to be a good team. So it's possible.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good. Similar reasons why I have the Bears at 4, which is that just like, yeah, I think they have potential to be really good. I think while the Lions, like, obviously are very good because of Dan Campbell, I do think a lot of it was Ben Johnson, and they'll be losing that, aspect to the Bears. And I think he will have the ability to kind of translate a lot of that. Now, also, there's a strong possibility that, like, they're the Bears, so they're just going to, like, bear it up, right? And just, like, be
Right.
terrible. It's always possible. The Bears scare me because I'm just not exactly sure what to think of them. Like, I think they could be really good because they have Ben Johnson, they have Caleb Williams, who is a 1 overall type of talent, right? Well, he was literally drafted 1 overall. They have some decent receivers. They fixed the O-line. They have a solid defense, I believe. So it does seem like they have the pieces to be good. Like you said, they are in a really tough division. But I could also see, like, the Vikings, like, we have no idea what J.J. McCarthy is. Although I have been on record saying that if J.J. McCarthy can just sling the rock to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, then they'll probably be pretty good.
Yeah,
But
he's
if
in one
JJ
of the
McCarthy,
best situations to break out as a quarterback, so it's possible.
yeah, but if J.J. McCarthy is Zach Wilson, then the Vikings are kind of in trouble.
Right.
Also, did you see? I saw a story that was like the Bears were more likely to take J.J. McCarthy with 1 overall than we realize. Did you see that?
I don't think I saw that. That would be kind of wild.
I
I don't
saw
I don't
that
know if I believe
headline.
that.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't think I believe it either. I didn't really read much into it, partly because I don't really care, but also just like, that's yeah.
Huh.
The Bears were reportedly closer to drafting J.J. McCarthy at 1 overall. Not even Jaden Daniels or Drake May. J.J. McCarthy than most people realize. Greg Holcomb revealed based on conversations he had with Ryan Poles via the New York Times. He was talking about how much they loved J.J. McCarthy, Holcomb said, and said to me, I don't think people realize how close we were to possibly taking him. Obviously, they love Caleb, but I thought that was interesting. J.J. McCarthy, 1 overall. That just obviously didn't happen, but it's just like,
Yeah,
doesn't sit right.
that's okay, I guess. I don't think they were ever not taking Caleb though. I don't think that was ever a real
Right. No, I
discussion.
don't think so. Yeah. So all that to say, Vikings are pretty good, but also, I mean, they should be pretty good. But if JJ McCarthy's not that good, and then like that's their season down the wayside. And Packers. I guess they're always pretty solid, but it seems like they're solid enough to where the Bears could overtake them. Like it seems like they're always like 10-7, 11-5, or 11-6 maybe. I don't know
Yeah,
what
because
their
they're
best.
not like building up the team enough to take a step forward.
Right. They never really feel like they're going to be some like NFC powerhouse. And what could concern me about the Lions if they have like the types of injuries that they had last year with the defense, and obviously losing Ben Johnson. So again, I'd say with any of these like 5-9 or 4-9 teams, like it is very unlikely. And it is kind of weird that we have to make rationales as to like why they could win the division. But yeah,
It's all
I'd say that
hypotheticals, so
I think
it's
the
fun.
Bears have a decent shot compared to the other teams.
Yep, that's fair. We'll see. Can definitely see it happening. I'm not
Yep.
going to be predicting it though, because I'm not brave enough for that. We'll see though.
No, me
Um,
neither.
give it some time. So you had the Bears at 4, and I had them at 5, right?
Yes.
So
Right.
you can probably see that coming. I've got the Patriots at 4. I questioned why you had them below the Bears already, so you probably knew I'd have the Patriots above the Bears. Right above them at 4. I view the two teams very similarly. Sort of like with the Bears, how I believe in their coach and quarterback. It's the same for the Patriots. I believe in Mike Vrabel. I've been a Drake May guy since the draft. I think I predicted what Williams and May would be good. I did say Jaden wouldn't be good, so I might have my reasoning for that would be his durability, but so far so good.
Mm,
Hopefully he keeps that up.
yeah.
I did say McCarthy would be a bust. We'll see. But yeah, I'm a Drake May guy. I believe in Mike Vrabel coaching that team. I like they drafted Travion Hendrickson, I believe, at running back, so I really like that. They got Stephon Diggs. They drafted Kyle Williams from Washington State, who probably
Yep.
could have gone higher than he did. So I like what they're doing on the offense. If the offensive line holds up, I think that they're going to be pretty good. I think there's a good chance that they are in the playoff discussion this year as it is. So that already says they have a good chance to go worst to first. The problem is the Buffalo Bills exist. So as long as they don't take a step back, which is probably more possible than we realize, to be honest. I feel like some years they win 13 games, that's kind of the norm, but sometimes they also start slower. I think 2 years ago they were 6-6 at one point in the season, right?
Sounds about right. Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Like, if they have another season like that, the Patriots are going to be in that discussion for most of the year.
Yeah.
I won't predict it because I'm pretty high on Buffalo this year, so I'm gonna say Buffalo wins that division. But I do think, because that's the only team that I think stands between the Patriots and going worst to first. It's the Buffalo Bills. If not for them,
Yeah.
the Patriots would be near the top of my list here. But as it stands, I have them at 4. I think the defense should be really good. The big question mark for me is going to be their offensive line and then their wide receiver depth. But I think that they can overcome that to at least be in the discussion.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say the reason why I have the Patriots lower than the Bears, or the Bears higher, or whatever order I have. I think the reason I have the Patriots less likely than the Bears, is that the case, right? I do have the Patriots less likely than the Bears. I think it's just an intuitive thing to where like I think like it's harder to overcome the Bills than just overcome the Lions. And I can also see the argument like the Bears maybe have like more better teams to overcome than the Patriots.
Yeah, the Bears have a tougher division and probably a tougher schedule, so that's also.
Yeah, I also think roster-wise, I like the Bears a little better.
I would agree with that.
They are in a tougher division, which could, I guess, disprove my point. But I think maybe it's more likely for the Patriots to suck than the Bears, if that makes sense. I don't know.
I suppose.
Maybe I'll change my.
It's hard to say because the Bears are so tough to judge because they are the Bears. They come with
true.
The historical stigma of not being able to get it together.
I think they're both teams that like we normally wouldn't expect much from, but they could break out. But it seems like maybe one of them will break out and the other is going to suck, or maybe they'll both suck, or maybe they'll both be good. You never know what the possible outcomes
I've got the
are.
Bears winning like 7-8 games this year, and the Patriots winning about 10.
Let's just say, actually, okay, we can say this. I think the Bears have like a higher likelihood of winning 11, 12 games than the Patriots do. I think the Patriots have a lower ceiling. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Higher ceiling, but lower floor, if that makes sense.
I was gonna go the other way with that. I thought the Bears have a higher ceiling than the Patriots, but a lower.
So
floor.
Okay, well let me try to internalize it. I think the Patriots. Let's say, did I say Bears? Or I meant to say Patriots.
Yeah, you said Patriots have a higher ceiling and lower floor.
Oh, I meant to say lower. So I think the Patriots could win between like say 7 and 10 games, whereas the Bears could win between 5 and like 12 or something like that.
I think I would probably agree with that.
Right.
If you swapped the labels, if the Bears roster was actually the Patriots roster and coach, if the Bears roster and coach were the Patriots and then vice versa, I would have no problem picking the Patriots to do even better. Or sorry, do even worse than the Bears doing better. I'd be higher on the Bears in that scenario. No, this is confusing as I try to say that out loud.
This is football for fun. We try to justify who's more likely to win their division. The last place Patriots or the last place Bears.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is if the Bears weren't the Bears, you give the Bears roster and coach to the Patriots, I would view that very fondly because we've witnessed the Patriots, actually have success lately.
Sure.
I know it's been a few down years, but they won how many Super Bowls in the past 20 years, right? So, and the Bears just, I've not really witnessed them do anything ever except for that one weird year with Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. Right.
And they lost on the double doink, if I remember that correctly. I think that was that year.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So and they've never had a 4,000-yard passer, right? So that's the thing. And I don't think that they have a chance at going worst to first unless Caleb is at least near that.
Yeah.
It's just tough because they are the Bears is what it all comes down to. So
no, I got you.
It's just it's easier for me to see a team like the Patriots with all their history of success than it is for the Bears to go worst to first. But I do have them right beside each other at 4 and 5. So I view them similarly, but it's still tough.
Yeah, it's tough. I think ultimately it'll be about we'll see what the games play. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, I get your rationale too.
Now on to our top 3, which I think we have the same 3, just probably not the same order.
The same three, right? So my third team is the Carolina Panthers,
Dang it, Dan.
and
Come on, you ruined this.
well, the reason they're this high is the same reason I have the Saints that high, which is just like weak division. But yeah, no, I think the Panthers, I think the Panthers specifically. I know someone in our chat was saying earlier, like, no one thinks Panthers will do anything. I mean, like, if you saw Bryce Young play those like final 6 or 8 games or whatever, if you have a quarterback who just plays like that, you're gonna be
He
in
was
the
a
mix.
statistically a top 16 quarterback. I don't know where exactly, but it was at least top half of the league.
Oh, at least there were times I watched him. He looked top 10 for
Mm.
sure. But which obviously he'd have to sustain that. But
Right.
I mean, as you've talked about, like on in your video on Football for Fun, like I think you'll have a pretty well-rounded roster. You'll have some good running backs, some solid receivers. Maybe
I
a
think
receiver.
the proper word is probably potential at receiver with Xavier Leggett and T. Mac McMillan. Because one of those guys has to break
Yeah,
out.
right. And y'all always have a solid defense, it seems like. But honestly, for me, like you might disagree, but I think the main kind of X factor is Bryce Young. Like I
No,
think if Bryce,
I completely agree. I
yeah, no, I think
completely agree.
if Bryce Young is really good, then like what I'm saying is I don't even think it matters if the receivers suck, but Bryce Young is really good. Y'all are just gonna be good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like our
uh,
offense was functional last year despite uh, a bad receiver room. I think that last game against the Falcons, we scored like 45 points, and that was
yeah,
without. I think Leggett was out. I think maybe Thielen. Actually, I'm gonna fact check this live right now because I don't want to get this wrong.
sure.
But I know we had a depleted receiver room in that last game, and Bryce still balled out and put up. I mean, it was 45 points, I believe.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go find the box score for that. Just
Yeah.
give me 1 second here, because I want to be
Sure.
factually correct. Okay, it was 44 points. So that's
Okay.
not exactly the same, and it wasn't overtime. I should probably be fair and specify that. But let me give you the names of our receivers. We had Jalen Coker lead us in receiving with 62 yards. Fine, undrafted rookie
Yeah.
receiver out
Uh-huh.
of Holy Cross
Sure.
University.
Yeah.
We had Miles Sanders second in receiving. He's now the backup running back for Dallas, so that tells you plenty. Adam
Yep.
Thielen had 5 receptions, 44 yards. So old man Thielen, solid, steady. That's about it. Rookie tight end with 35 yards. Other tight end with 30 yards. Oh, Leggett did play. I must have been mistaken. What? We weren't as depleted as I thought. My bad.
Yeah.
That must have been a different game. I was
Sure.
thinking that we
Yeah.
had no receivers this game, man. That's my bad, guys. See. That's why I fact check. I didn't want to lie to you guys, so I'm gonna walk that back. But I also
But
did just
maybe you would
read to
argue that
you.
y'all had no receivers then too, because y'all just didn't have receivers.
Yeah, I was about to say I just read you
I
our.
don't think that's not no offense, and obviously it does show how impressive y'all. If y'all scored 45 points with that,
Yeah,
then like that's
yeah.
really
That's
impressive.
what I was about to say. Like I was
That's not
wrong, but still.
it's not exactly Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, and like T.J. Hawkinson, things like
Yeah.
that. Like no, it's
No,
not
what
like
we had in that game is kind of the worst case scenario for this year. And that's with us
yeah,
adding Tet McMillan and expecting a breakout or a step forward from Xavier Leggett. And Jalen Coker, we're also hoping for some more steps forward from him. We got Hunter Renfro in the room now, which could be nothing, could be something. I have no clue, honestly.
did he take a year off of football or
A
two
year
years?
or two, he had some health problems, so he had to step away,
Yeah, I feel like he hasn't played in forever.
right?
Hunter Renfro, yeah. Yeah, he took I think a year. He played all the games in at 23, but yeah, so he took a year off.
It makes sense. So I don't expect anything from him this year, but also he could be really good. You know,
Sure.
he had one good year for the Raiders at least, but I'm not expecting anything. But yeah, like we were a capable offense toward the end of last year with that receiving room. A receiving
Yeah.
room where Miles Sanders of all people could be second on the team in a game in receptions and yards and everything. Like, that's kind of sad. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I would agree that if the receivers suck and Bryce is good, we're still going to be good. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, for sure.
But at three,
Um,
I do not have the Panthers at three. Of course
you
not.
don't.
Of course not. I have the Titans at three.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to use the division reason again, like you just used for the Panthers and then the Saints earlier. The Titans are in one of the weakest divisions overall. And I say that respectfully to you as a Texans fan. But
Right.
I mean, your division aside from you guys is really, really weak,
Yeah.
at least on
Uh-huh.
paper. So all the Titans have to do to be better than the Jags and Colts is not have a worse quarterback than them. And I don't think that's, impossible. They have the first overall pick. I know I'm not a Cam Ward guy, so I'm not going to be making this prediction for the Titans. But
Yeah.
it's very possible that they have the C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels effect, and the offense is suddenly really, really good because of the young quarterback. I can't really. I'm not predicting it, but it's possible, and that would already elevate them above the Jags and the Colts. And then at that point, they just have to surpass the Texans, which I'm still not going to predict. But I'm
Sure.
just saying the likelihood of that happening compared to the likelihood of the teams I've put below them, big difference to me. Because I
Yeah,
can
that's
see a
really
world,
great.
because we've talked about their defense in the past. I believe their defense was pretty solid for the most part last year. They just got
Yes.
gassed and exhausted because the offense couldn't stay in the field. So I think that changes this year.
Right.
That's how it was for Carolina for so long, until last year
Uh-huh.
when the defense just didn't exist. But I think the Titans' defense will be at least average this year if the offense improves. And at that point, I think that they could be a legitimate threat to the Texans. So I could see a world where it happens. Again, not predicting it. It's not me. But if we're ranking the teams in terms
Yeah.
of likelihood to go from worst to first, the Titans are third most likely, in my opinion.
Yeah, Titans third most likely for you. And yeah, I do agree with your points there. I mean, not really a spoiler. I do have the Titans up there as one of the more likely teams to go from worst to first, and just for the same reasons, which is that the division's not that great. It could be stuff could go wrong with Houston. If I'm being objective, like there are possibilities where like our O line doesn't hold up, and then like CJ's just getting peppered, and it's like I know we
Right.
went 10-7 last year, and like
But
I guess
it could be
overcoming
like
all
you
that.
guys just go 10-7 again because you don't actually fix that offensive line. Right? There's a world
Right,
where
or
that's the
I mean, my
case.
point is we could even do worse. Like if it kind of catches up to us, maybe in a way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if our schedule is necessarily tougher this year than last year. I know last year people would be like, "Oh, they have a first place schedule now," but it didn't really change anything. So
Right.
maybe the schedule's not that big of a problem, but it is possible. Like you said, Cam Ward has all the potential to just be that like next great rookie quarterback, and really is humanely. I mean, I think they could overcome the Jags and the Colts. I think it's entirely possible. I don't think it's likely. I think the Texans. I always say it's a shoe-in to win the division, but it is entirely possible that we are taking over. Um, but my number two team, which would also reveal my number one team,
Yeah.
actually it would be my number two
Do you
team.
want to
Is
just
the
reveal
Titans.
them both right now?
Yeah, my number two team is the Titans, and my number one team is the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
We talked about the Titans. Nothing really I need to belabor there. And the 49ers, I think we both agree they have a pretty good chance to bounce back. And not only that, but it's not like the winners of the division last year were that dominant, that being the Rams.
It was what,
They went
10-7 Rams, right?
Yeah, they went 10-7. Matthew Stafford's getting a little older. I still think maybe I like them better than the Niners,
Sure.
which I guess if I'm predicting the Rams to win the division, I guess I'm technically predicting they're not to be at worst to first. But I do think there will be a worst.
Well,
to
you
first.
can say the Rams will be a better team but still have a worse record because that does happen
Sure.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the Niners, they should be much healthier. They still have Brock Purdy, George Kittle. I know there's kind of drama with Juwan Jennings, and obviously you don't know with Brandon Ayuk what his deal is, right? But you have like pretty solid defense still. I mean, I know you lost a lot of guys or a few guys, but you still have Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. Like it seems like they'll be a pretty good team. I think they'll bounce back. Even if they don't win the division, they'll probably bounce back to like a winning record and like a playoff appearance.
Yeah, there's a solid chance. I do think if they bounce back and they don't win the division, they probably miss the playoffs. I have a hard time seeing the NFC West in a stacked NFC conference. I mean, I have a hard time seeing the NFC West getting two teams in because they're like I feel like all of those teams are just kind of solid. Maybe one of those teams rises to be good or great. Like I think most people think the Rams will be that team. Some people are more hopeful about Seattle. No one really talks about the Cardinals. Maybe we should, but
yeah,
I don't know. But that's fair. I want you to take a guess. Who do you think I have at 1 and 2? Because it's Carolina and San Francisco here.
49ers.
Yeah,
I think that you're objective and that you have the Panthers at 2 and Niners at 1.
That's kind actually that you think I'm objective. But no, I am. I'm objective.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, no. I wanted to put the Panthers at 1 just, haha, I'm biased. But
Yeah.
I gestured to my
Uh-huh.
shirt as if I'm wearing a Panther shirt today. I'm not. I'm repping my Georgia Bulldogs. But I've
There
got
we go.
the banner. Why? Wrong side. I
Yeah.
got the banner
Nice.
back here. I got the football
Yeah.
over here. The cup. I'm a
Uh-huh.
big Panthers fan, so of course you
Oh
guys
yeah.
should expect me
We
to
can
have them
tell.
high.
Yep.
I have them at 2. I'm gonna once again use the division reason. Um, we're in the NFC South. It's really just Tampa we have to get by. And if you like the Falcons, fine. Sorry for you. That sucks, but you like the Falcons. Okay. I previously said they're in the same situation as us. It just comes down to the quarterback. So
Yeah,
objectively, I
for
believe
sure.
that. But for us, as you were saying, it kind of just comes down to Bryce. If Bryce is really good, we should be able to win 9 games at least, which puts us, not far off from what Tampa's been getting the past few years.
Uh-huh.
Now, I've already gone on record saying we're going 9-8 and we're not winning the division, so I'm not going to stray from that right now. I haven't changed my mind on that. So I'm not predicting we go worst to first. But I am saying that we are one of the most likely teams to do that in the NFC South. All it really takes is for the additions on defense to pay off, so we're, not the worst defense in the league again. And then for Bryce Young to keep moving forward. And, a receiver breakout would help, too. I feel pretty good about Tet McMillan. And as I previously said, I felt good about him for a year before I
Yeah.
knew he was coming to Carolina. I thought there was no shot he was coming to Carolina because I was
Uh-huh.
dumb enough to believe we were going to be good last year
Right.
and wouldn't
Yeah.
be picking high enough to get him. So my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe in us. If you want my full thoughts on the team, we do have a video out on the channel, Carolina Panthers breakdown, why we're going to be good. So you can go find that if you'd like, more detailed there. But yeah, and then that leaves the 49ers, to me, being the most likely team to go worst to first. So a common theme from all the teams that we've named before the 49ers, these are all teams that were just bad last year. And it's true for the 49ers as well, obviously, because they were worse in their division. But all these teams were also, bad 2 years ago as well, save for the Browns for that weird season they were good.
Right.
But the
They're
49ers are
consistent.
not that far off from being elite, one of the best teams in the league. It was a shock that they were worst in their division last year. And a lot of people are now writing them off, saying they're not going to be able to come back, criticizing them for paying Purdy. They don't have weapons, or they're not good when they don't have weapons, stuff like that. I think they're going to be at least average. They got McCaffrey healthy again. They still have George Kittle. They have Brandon Ayuk at some point, I guess, which I'm not a Brandon Ayuk guy. I don't really believe in him. Juwan Jennings, I think, is their wide receiver 1, and they're not going to fool around and let him go. I actually do like Ricky Pearsall. I think he's going to be a solid 2 or 3 there. I like the weapons they have. I am going to trust the offensive line enough for the offense to produce. It's the defense that's the real concern for me because of all that they lost in free agency. They lost Kinlaw, they lost Hufanga, they lost Hervarius Ward, maybe some others that I'm forgetting. But they took some losses on the defense, and I don't know how that's going to affect them exactly. Probably going to make them weaker, but I still view them as, a 10 or 11 win team probably, and they do have a last place schedule. So this is a team that is better, a good team, objectively a good team, solid team, playing a last place team's schedule. So they should be able to bounce back, which to me that means they're the most likely to go worst to first because I think this is the best team on the list here, objectively best team on the list, best roster, and they're not in that tough of a division in the sense that they don't have a powerhouse hovering over them like the Bills, the Ravens, the Eagles, someone like that. They have the Rams. The Rams won that division last year. I've been outspoken about this. I'm not a big believer in the Rams. I don't think they're going to improve upon last year, at least, like a lot of people do. I have a hard time believing in Seattle a lot because I don't trust their offensive line, and I just don't have a great feeling about them. Like, they'll be fine. And then Arizona, I don't think anyone ever knows what to make of them. But I won't be predicting they go first place. Like, I can easily see the 49ers being a good enough team, winning enough games with that schedule. Even if the Rams are the better team, like I said earlier, you can be the better team but have a worse record. That's kind of the scenario I'm predicting here. So that is my prediction. I've got the 49ers going worst to first. Every year there's a team that does it. They're the team I'm picking to do it. It's kind of the easy way out because I think is most likely to do it. But that's what I think. That's just my opinion. So
yeah. Well, there you go. I think the logic there is sound. I mean, I do think though if we can take anything away from like some past years, which is that there probably will be a team that surprises. Like maybe the Patriots do overtake the Bills, this year, and win the division, or maybe like the Bears shock us, or like like the Chiefs don't win the division, it's the Raiders. Like I mean, it is possible for any of those teams to win. I think it's way less likely that like the Browns win their division than like the Titans or 49ers or the Panthers even.
Right.
But yeah, it's fun to speculate. So I think every year, I don't know. I've counted before. I don't think there's necessarily a streak, but it does seem like every year, at least like say 7 out of the past 8 years or something like that, there is someone who goes from worst to first. So I
Yeah.
think it's very likely that will happen. But
it's
yeah,
usually also someone you don't really expect it to be. I don't think you made any predictions on a team actually going worst to first. So is that going to be the case? You don't think any team will go worst to first?
I think a team will. I just don't know which team yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have I done predictions like game by game?
I don't think you've done them on your own, just the collective ones.
And even if I did, my thoughts probably would have updated by then. But
yeah.
I probably would predict. I don't know. It's tough. I do like the Rams, but I probably would predict the 49ers if I had to like choose someone.
Like,
it's
that's
kind of
the
cop-out
safe one to
answer.
do.
Like,
yeah.
What's up?
It's a safe one. It's a safe prediction.
Yeah, if I had to put one like out there, I don't know. It is tough. I mean, at a certain point, I'd be predicting like I don't know. I'd probably actually predict
Panthers or Titans, I guess.
Yeah, maybe Panthers. Yeah. I don't think I'd predict the Titans. I don't think if I didn't predict us to win, I probably would actually predict the Jags before the Titans.
Oh yeah, you have talked about that before.
Yeah,
you should make an AFC South breakdown video so that prediction spreads. True. In case you're right about the Jags, I mean, kind of need that to be out there.
That's true. I kind of am high on the Jags. Yeah, like I think they could be better than people think, but yeah. I mean,
all right. Well, I guess we'll see, because I feel like a team that we named here is going to go worst to first, other than the 49ers, because it's going to be someone you shouldn't expect, and I feel like most people are going to say the 49ers are most likely to do it. Right. But I think it's got to be Panthers, Titans, Patriots, or Bears. Those teams, the young quarterbacks who could take a step forward and elevate the entire team to a division title, and it's just picking which one to do it. So. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's really hard to actually pick one confidently, because you're taking a big risk. Like you pick the Bears, you're having them surpass the Vikings, Packers, and Lions, which is really bold. I know Adam Rank does it effortlessly every year, but it's not that easy. Right. Pick the Patriots, you mean they have to topple the Buffalo Bills? That's a tall task. Titans, you just have to believe in Cam Ward to elevate them past the Texans, which I think is more feasible. That's why they're 3 in my list. But I'm not a Cam Ward guy, so it's probably not going to be me making that prediction. I'd have to predict that I'm wrong about Cam Ward and the Titans, so I'm not going to predict I'm wrong. That'd be a weird prediction.
Fair. Yeah, for sure.
So I guess I have to, by default, just go with the Panthers, because I'm predicting we're going to be good. I'm just also high enough on Tampa that I'm not predicting we win our division. So,
there you go. Nice.
All right, you want to read your list again so we can kind of finalize the order here?
So I have the Raiders at 9, the Browns at 8, the Giants at 7, the Pats at 6, Saints at 5, Bears at 4, Panthers at 3, Titans at 2, and 49ers at 1.
Okay, by my count, we've only got 3 exactly the same. So it's 8, 7, and 1. Everything else is kind of jumbled up. So I have the Saints at 9. Gosh, who could have seen that coming? I couldn't have predicted that. No bias here. Yeah. Browns at 8, Giants at 7. We have those two the same. Raiders at 6. We got the Bears at 5, Patriots at 4, Titans at 3, Panthers at 2. Definitely didn't see that coming. And the 49ers at 1. So those are our rankings of teams in likelihood of going worst to first in their division this year. These are teams that went last place in their division last year, but we're saying these are their odds of going first place in the division this year. So let us know what you think of our lists. If you dare, let us know which one is better so we can debate it later. It is nice that we didn't have the exact same thoughts this time. It was nice to see that. You're usually very similar. I guess we're kind of on the same page a lot here, but it's different enough. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think that was a good list.
Yeah, it was a great list. And I hope you all enjoyed that. I don't think there's really anything like news-wise we needed to cover. Nothing major.
I'm checking real quick just in case. Micah Parsons reported, despite not having a deal. That's brave.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it doesn't look like there's really anything worth talking about. Um, we haven't even hit an hour yet, so you want to just do what we did last time to extend the stream?
Oh, just like a game.
Yeah, we could do the same thing if you wanted, or if
Yeah,
you have
I'm
another
down,
idea.
dude. Always pretty fun. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
I don't think anyone actually told us which teams were better last time, but that's okay.
besides socks.
Yeah,
But we didn't really get like any votes or consensus or anything like that, so it is kind of hard to
leads me to
judge.
believe my team was just so good that they couldn't vote, and they out
It
of
was it
respect to
would be
you.
respectful to even like consider my team, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm going with. No,
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
your
Let
teams
me.
are obviously just better, I think, overall.
Yeah. Um. I think but your teams were pretty good as well. Especially that team with the Eagles defense and Max Crosby was
Yeah,
pretty
that was
sick.
nasty. It was good
Yeah.
enough to where I could try to argue and kind of build a path for us to be able to win, but overall, it's just still your team was better.
Yeah, cool. So I have the template here on my end. Just quarterback, running back, three receivers, tight end, O line, defense, defensive player, and head coach.
Okay, do we want to just roll with that again, or do we have anything we want to
I
change?
think.
You want to go
I
two
think
running backs?
Oh, I'm just one running back. Did I
Okay.
say two? Okay.
No, I'm asking if you want to do two.
We could do two if we
That
want
might
to. Like
add like an interesting element because we have to then name the RB2. We're already challenging ourselves to name a wide receiver 3, so
for sure. I mean, it basically gives you like kind of three throwaways with a
right.
skip and a running back two. But honestly, well, I mean, if you get Texans and you need a running back two, like that's not bad. I think there's some other teams with pretty good running back twos.
You want the Falcons, I think, because I think that's what you want to get for running back 2.
Falcons have Bijan and
Algier. Oh, okay,
oh
actually, you want the Lions. That's the best duo, but
yes.
oh man, what have I done? You're gonna get the Lions.
All right, let me go get a water real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, sure.
All right.
You go for it. I'm gonna open ESPN. Because we are very knowledgeable about football teams and rosters, but I'm guessing we're gonna land on some teams where we don't know who the RB2 or wide receiver 3 is. So gonna be good to have ESPN open so I can check the depth charts just in case, Yeah, we'll start when he gets back. Should be interesting. So we'll take turns basically spinning a wheel. He's going to spin the wheel for both of us. And whatever it lands on, we pick the player from that team.
Oh, another team you want for backup running back? I think you want the Vikings, right?
Oh yeah, Jordan Mason, he's I mean, he could be a starter. So he might end up being the starter by the end of the year for all we know. With respect to Aaron Jones, but he is getting old, so it's possible.
Right. So just RB1 and RB2. Let me just adjust that here.
Let's not get too crazy and have tight end 2 as well. I mean,
do you want like Austin Hooper or something like that? Is he still in the league? Probably not.
I have no idea, honestly.
Right. All right. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Let's have you go first.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you go first.
Because I lost last time.
Yeah, totally. I'll feel pitiful for you. Okay. You got the Indianapolis Colts.
Ugh. That's delightful.
All
right, let me see. I don't want any. Well, maybe I want their wide receiver 3. At least that's a possibility. I know I don't want their O line or defense or head coach.
Yeah, Josh Downs, Jonathan Taylor, Khalil Herbert is their backup running back.
I think he's probably not who I want for this, but I do think he's better than people know.
Like solid, yeah.
So I'm not. I mean, Taylor wouldn't be a bad RB1. I mean, he's a top 10 back in the league.
Sure.
It's just not ideal because I'm sure I can get someone better. They don't have a standout defensive player. O-line, they lost a couple starters and they're regressing.
Right.
Tight end is. Oh, they have a rookie tight end. No, I shouldn't do that. Tyler Warren's probably going to be good, but no. All right, let me see. Who is their wide receiver 3?
That'd be Josh Downs.
Josh Downs is the 3?
Yes.
What? Who's above him? Other than Pittman?
Pittman and Alec Pierce.
Alec Pierce is above Josh Downs?
Yeah.
Give me Josh Downs. Oh my gosh. Bro, what? He could be their wide receiver 1 by the end of this year. That's wild.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. What's so special about Alec Pierce?
He has a good game for them every few games, I guess.
Yeah, 500, 500. He had an 800-yard season.
Downs had 900, I thought, or was he? I never
He
gave his
was
stat total
he
right.
was 800. I think yeah. Pierk was 850. Downs was like 800.
Fascinating.
I was I
Oh
guess
well,
Pierk is really,
Pittman had 808 as well. It's just
well, a
that
bunch
Pierce
of
did it
800
on
yards.
37
Nothing to break
receptions.
1,000. Colts suck.
Is
Okay.
Alec Pierce their wide receiver one? I mean, the stats say he was last year.
I mean, not according to ESPN necessarily, but
That's funny.
okay. I will spin for my team. Let's
Okay.
see. Um. Okay. I get the Los Angeles Rams.
Lucky.
Um.
Jeez.
So, I mean, there are some options. I figure Rams depth chart. I mean, off the top, I mean,
Puka,
Puka is probably
Devontae,
not.
Kyron.
Yeah, Puka, Devontae as my two. Yeah, there's Kyron Williams, Blake Corum is the running back too. Probably not.
Yeah.
They don't really, outside maybe Jared Verse, have a standout defensive player, but probably not worth wasting a pick there. It seems
No.
pretty easily, unless I could do Sean McVay.
Yeah, that is. I was gonna say that's an option if you want to go head coach.
Sean McVay is really interesting. See, I think Devontae is kind of a luxury a little bit. Like, I think just because of the name, and he's still very good, don't get me wrong, but because of the name, he's probably a little overrated.
I mean, I
Not
agree.
saying he's definitely, yeah, he's definitely one of the better wide receiver twos in the league,
Right.
but I would take Jordan Addison over Devontae, for instance, probably.
Really?
I think.
That's
That's
that's the
I
first
think
I've
he's a
heard
little
though. That's
younger.
fascinating.
I think he's a little younger and probably about the same
Oh,
production.
you mean like in terms of team building for the future? Then yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, Jordan Addison. Let's compare their stats because I don't want to say something stupid or have said something stupid.
Right.
Because like Jordan Addison, as the wide receiver two behind Jefferson, had like 800 yards, 870 yards, and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Devontae, I guess he had 1,000 yards combined between his 10 years and and he missed some games. So I mean, maybe his production's still a little better, but I mean, Devontae's a depreciating asset. If anything, it's very much like this, where maybe Devontae's still up top, but Jordan, yeah, I mean, I think like I wouldn't be surprised if most GMs and coaches would take, Jordan Addison even for one season. But anyway, neither here nor there. Yeah, it could be a situation. I mean, I could get a better coach, but honestly, like there aren't a lot of coaches better than Sean McVay, though. It would just be about like hoping I spin like an Andy Reid or like whoever else.
Whoever else you personally think is better.
Yeah, and like you can make a case that Sean McVay. Is there someone obvious? I mean, Harbaugh's, I guess. But
I'd take McVay over both Harbaughs, I think.
Yeah, could you make a case that McVay's the second best coach in the league?
You probably could. I mean, he's got a Super Bowl, so that puts him up pretty high already, and he's still really young. And
yeah, I don't think Dan Campbell's better. Definitely not Sirianni. What's the skepticism?
I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, I don't mean to give up
No,
skepticism.
I said those names. It looked like you're like.
Yeah, I'm contemplating like who else even is there.
Zach Taylor, no.
Shanahan, probably not, because at least McVay's won a ring.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I'm curious. NFL head coach power ranking.
Dave Canales, he's top 3.
Like, yeah, just this random list from NBC Sports. 1, Andy Reid. 2, Sean McVay. Okay, we're on to something. Let's do a CBS. Right. Let's see. This has Nick Sirianni at 4. What? That's crazy. John Harbaugh 3, Sean McVay. Yeah, these lists have Sean McVay too. Honestly, like I wouldn't have thought until you really internalize it. It's like, who's better than Sean McVay?
Right.
So I think more talk it out. I think it's pretty easily. I think like Sean McVay. I think it's just that, as I've said before, he's lost a little bit of his luster because he was kind of the prodigy like 7 years ago.
Right.
But he's still really good and young. I imagine he's still one of the younger coaches in the league. So,
No, it's a reasonable pick here for sure.
He won a Super Bowl with Stafford, is able to kind of carry an old Matt Stafford and that team, like the playoffs, and just like, yeah, he's very, very good. It'll be interesting to see after Stafford what he kind of does at quarterback if they can figure things out, but definitely would take Sean McVay.
All right. Well, I got that jotted down. All right, good start so
All
far.
right. Yeah, I mean, solid, not bad. All right, it is your turn. Let's see who you get. You get the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
So there's some
I
options.
could go Jacobs. I probably won't though.
Yeah, you might just
I might have to go LaFleur as my head coach. I mean,
yeah, so on the
depends on
wide
the
receiver,
receivers.
yeah. Jaden Reed is their one, Matthew Golden is their two, and Romeo Dobbs is their three.
Oh man, I would have been happy with Dobbs as my 3, but I already used my 3 on Downs, which I
That's
guess Downs
true,
might be
yeah.
better, but
Well, Christian Watson's not even a top three receiver there, which I
yikes.
guess makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, Golden took his job.
Right.
Um,
Their O line seems okay. They don't really have a standout defensive player other than maybe Xavier McKinney,
yeah,
but
I'm not going
really,
defense
that's a
or
safety.
player
Yeah.
there. Who's their tight end? That's
Their
the
tight
Tucker
end is
Craft.
Tucker Craft, yeah.
I mean, he's probably top 10, but I don't want to have to do that. I mean, LaFleur is probably one of the best coaches in the league too.
No, I don't disagree.
Top 5?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's up there. I mean, if you make Jordan Love, this good, you deal with Rodgers and Love with all the mediocre receivers and just like, I think he's like, I mean, everything is. I think Sean McVay's a little better, but I do
Yeah,
think Matt.
no, like I lose the head
Yeah,
coach debate here. Well, I was gonna do that unless I got Andy Reid, but if I get the Chiefs, I'm not picking Andy Reid anyway, to be honest. But
sure, yeah,
I mean, I'd pick Mahomes or Kelsey in that scenario. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go LaFleur as my head coach here.
yes. I am
And
actually just looking up. I mean, I know you're going to do McFleur, but
see what the
Packers have
rankings are.
Packers have the 13th best offensive line according to fantasy points. According to Fox Sports, oh yeah, I can't find a good defensive thing anywhere. But apparently, according to this rank, by defensive yards, the Packers were like they're actually top 5 as far as like yards allowed
Hmm.
last year, which probably I mean doesn't really mean a lot. Panthers were 32, so I guess that's a baseline. But
Thanks for
anyway,
that.
so are you thinking LaFleur probably?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in LaFleur as my head coach. I can work with that for sure.
That makes sense. Great. And did I close my wheel? Did I close the tab? That would be tragic. I
Oh
just have
boy.
3 open though. Wait, what happened to my tab? That's weird. All right, I can just open a new one, I guess. But I thought because I look at my history, it's not even like there, which is because there's like I recently closed my history. It's not there.
Huh? That seems
I
odd.
wonder if I just like use anyway. NFL wheel spinner. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you have Josh Downs and Matt LaFleur. I
Sean
have Sean
McVay.
McVay. All right. We'll see who my next second player / unit is. Still the early stages where you're just kind of like filling positions. So it's not
Right.
necessarily a disaster if I get a bad draw. Okay, I got the Vikings, which I assume is easily.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so it's totally Aaron Jones. Oh no, I was thinking JJ McCarthy. I think he has potential to be really good.
Mm-hmm. Jordan
Although,
Mason as your RB2 would be good.
wait, I was wondering if like I could do like I mean former Texan Jonathan Grenard can kind of the standout defensive player.
Yeah, do
It's too
that.
bad I can't do coach now. Unless can I just put Kevin O'Connell as an assistant coach? Would you allow me to break?
Let's add assistant coach. Yeah,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, mine will be Justin Jefferson.
yeah. I already typed it in.
Yeah,
Great.
Justin Jefferson. All right.
All right.
Your turn. Let's see who you get. You get. Oh, I was so close to being a bad team, but you got the. It was so close to the Giants, just for a record. But you got the 49ers.
Oh, sweet! I got a good
Another
team.
last place team, but probably not what we consider a bad team.
Yeah, man. I mean, I could go McCaffrey. Um, I don't want the receivers. I'm not an IUM guy. I don't really
Yeah,
want to have to go with Well, hang on. Was it Juwan Jennings, wide receiver 2?
yeah,
I mean, he's one of the best 2s, but I'm gonna hold out because I mean, why would I get
sure.
one of the best 2s if I can get the second best or the best tight end? That's kind of up for
Mm,
debate. Like if it's
yeah,
Bowers or Kittle is the best tight end in the league right now, I'd
right.
probably lean Kittle, but I would say Bowers overtakes him really soon. Yeah,
Sure, but
I
you
feel
have
like
to get the Raiders.
I
Yeah,
gotta go Kittle. I'm going Kittle.
George Kittle,
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a
We'll just hope
position
that
I
I
might
get.
win.
Well, I just got to hope that I get Raiders. One of the few just bad teams where I'd probably rejoice if I got
Right.
them. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see. My turn. Spin, and I got. I got the Saints.
Nice. Time to skip.
Yeah, that's. For having have them fifth in my list, it's probably a little bit of karma.
Absolutely, it is.
So let's. I mean, maybe they have like a throwaway position player that I can
Kendre
do.
Miller, RB2. He's a young running back.
Yeah.
Wide receiver 3 could be someone you take.
Their wide receiver. Oh, their wide receiver three is Brandon Cooks. Actually, well, he was good back in the day, but I wonder.
Yeah, he doesn't have it anymore.
He doesn't have it anymore. He's 31. He wasn't very productive last year in Dallas. But let's see, Juwan Johnson. Their wide receiver two is Kendre Miller.
Yeah, our young back at
Their
TCU.
let's see. I doubt their offensive line is good right now.
It's
They're
not.
25th. No, they're like no. They don't have a defensive standout. I don't believe.
I think Cam Jordan is their best defensive player, and
Yeah,
he's old.
I mean, yeah, he is old. I mean, Alvin Kamara is not the worst decision in the world,
Yeah.
but maybe like you said, this could be one to where I kind of throw away. And who is there? Kendre Miller. Let me see.
He hasn't done anything yet. He had some injury
Yeah, he's
problems.
like he's been in the league for 2 years. Yeah, barely done anything. 150 yards basically per season. I mean, he does receive the ball somewhat sometimes. I mean, he had 100 receiving yards his rookie year, which is about as much as his rushing. But I mean, Alvin Kamara is not the worst decision in the world. I just don't know. It's honestly between. I mean, I could just do a throwaway at running back too, but I think I can do better. Who are the receivers? Well, Olave obviously can't do, but Shaheed or Brandon Cooks. Tight end, O line. Maybe I might be inclined to do Brandon Cooks. I know I could probably do better at wide receiver 3, but also if I keep putting it off, then eventually it might just be a situation where I'm just not going to have a good. I'll have Deontay Johnson again, which I don't want.
Right. And honestly, I'm not sure you're going to get a better 3. Or there are very few who would be better than Josh Downs, right?
Right. And like for team building, he's probably not a bad veteran to have in the room. Yeah. So I think, and I don't really want to waste a throwaway or a skip. So I'm just going to do Brandon Cooks as my wide receiver 3.
All right, locking it in.
I mean, he is a Texans legend, so maybe I'm a little biased, but
hey, fair enough.
All right, let's go.
Honestly,
right.
I forgot he was in New Orleans. Can't lie.
Yeah, me too. Hey, you got the Carolina Panthers.
It's not what I want for this.
Fair.
Crap. Wait. No, I'm wrong. I will gladly take Rico Dowdle as our RB2. That's a 1,000-yard back.
Oh, Rico's your RB2?
Yeah.
Well, Chuba's your 1.
Yeah, Chuba 1, Dowdle 2. Although if ESPN reversed that, I'm even happier with Chuba.
Yeah, let me just double check.
It has the receiver depth chart too, out of curiosity.
Yeah, sorry?
Can you tell me the receiver depth chart too, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, T-Mac is 1, Thielen is 2, Xavier Legette is 3.
Yeah, so I wouldn't go receiver. Not yet.
Yeah, Dowell's the number 2, Tommy Tremble, O-line, Derek Brown is your standout defensive player.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dowdle at 2. I don't think there are many RB2s who are better in the league. I mean, Montgomery in Detroit, and
sure.
I know I'm biased, but that might be it.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's see who my next player or my next team. I don't
like that I've used most of my throwaway picks now.
Right. All right, I have the Washington Redskins or Washington Commanders. Let's see.
Jaden at quarterback is an option.
it's not the worst in the world. Although I could
Yeah,
do Debo as my wide receiver too. I don't love that, but
right. Eckler at
possible.
RB2 is an option as well.
That's true. Let's see Commanders depth chart. So Jaden's the quarterback one. Brian Robinson or Austin Eckler. Yep, as you mentioned. Terry McLaurin, Debo Sam. Well, not Terry, obviously, but like Debo Samuel, Noah Brown. Noah Brown, but I already did wide receiver
Yeah.
3. Debo.
Jefferson, Debo, and Cooks would be an interesting trio.
Jefferson, Debo, Cooks. Yeah, I already feel like how old is Debo Samuel? I think a lot of us think he's old. Okay, he's
It's
29.
because he runs the ball, so he's basically older than he is.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, Zach Ertz. I don't know. I mean, he's not bad. He's 34 though, so it does
Yeah,
feel.
he's just solid. He's okay.
He produced. I mean, he did produce last year. Like 650 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
How good is their offensive line?
They're around average because I think I had them the other night.
Yeah, it has the Commanders' offensive line. This article has them as like 11, which I think it kind of accounts for Laramie Tunzel.
Oh,
So I
okay.
guess that's a possibility. Let's see. Their defense is probably okay. I don't think they have a stand-up defense. Yeah, this
Bobby
is tough.
Wagner would be their best on defense, I think. But he's kind of
Mhm.
old now, so but he's still a good player by all means.
Yeah, it might just be about like because I think I could do better at wide receiver 2 than Debo. Um, maybe like taking Jaden wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So I just have like the young quarterback just kind of build around him
Yeah,
theoretically. It's a
he's a
risk.
top 10
I'm
quarterback
not,
in the league, so
yeah, but like I mean, I'm gonna miss out on like the Joe Burrows or the Josh Allens or whatever. But
and based on my spins so far, I'm not getting a good quarterback.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I just don't know if I might just have a bias against Debo, but
Well, I get it. It doesn't feel right. I
I
didn't want
do
to add
want to
Debo the other
wait to
night.
like set my wide receiver room, especially since I already used a wide receiver 3 slot on someone who's a little older.
Yeah,
I could skip.
oh yeah,
Skipping
you do have a skip if you want to use
stupidest
that.
move in the world. Maybe. Oh, what about Austin Eckler's the running back too? I mean, not the best, but yeah, he barely did anything. Did he get hurt last year?
I don't
He only
probably,
played
but I
12
don't
games,
remember.
so probably. Um, yeah, it feels weird to skip on a team that made the NFC Championship. I'm just gonna skip. I don't love my options.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, I could. I mean, it's either Jaden or Debo or Austin Eckler. I could. I guess I could
No
do
one
that.
truly elite
Oh,
would
I
be
guess I
doing.
could do the offensive line.
No, you want someone better than average.
It's risky though because if I wait on the offensive line, well, this article has them as like a little bit better. I mean, because also if I wait, I risk getting a bad offensive line. I think. Yeah, you know, I do reverse that. I'm gonna keep my skip and I'm gonna do Commander's offensive line.
Commanders offensive line. All right, got it.
All right, still gonna save my skip.
Gotcha.
All right, your turn. Let's see who you get. You got the Miami Dolphins.
Interesting. So Waddle at 2 is my immediate thought.
Sure.
I don't think I want H. at running back. I do not want Tua at quarterback. I don't think I want Tyreek at wide receiver 1. He's good, but
yeah.
Don't love their O-line defense. I don't think they have a standout defensive player. Yeah, I think. Let me make sure I don't want Tyreek. I mean, maybe I do.
Yeah.
But Tyreek against Jefferson, you've got the better wide receiver 1, but there aren't many 2s better than Waddle. Like you would need you need Devontae Smith, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams probably would all be better. I would take Waddle over Addison personally as of now, but
sure,
it'd be close. Yeah, I'm gonna go Waddle, Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle, nice. That's a good pick. Yeah, Jalen Waddle's another like wide receiver too, who like like is very good.
Yeah, he
Um,
could hypothetically be a starter elsewhere, but we don't. I'm not
or like a
starter.
wide
He is
receiver
a
one.
starter.
Yeah,
He could be a
right. Yeah,
one.
obviously, it's a start. Yeah, for sure. Okay, great. That's a good pick. Yeah, I think your receivers are looking maybe a little better. I guess I have
Yeah, it
Jefferson.
depends on my one. It depends completely on who I get there.
Okay, I got the Chargers. Um,
Herbert is an option,
Herbert is an option. Unfortunately, head coach is not an option.
right?
Let's
Like,
see.
the Chargers
I
are
mean,
good, but it's like they don't actually have a ton of
yeah, it's
options.
kind of like the Commanders, where it's
Yeah,
like good. I could do Omarion as my as my running back too. Omarion Hampton.
yeah,
Although he's a rookie, so we really don't know. Like in some other offense, I could do Quinn and Johnson.
that is
um,
true. That'd be
I
funny.
don't know. That would be kind of funny.
Oh man, I don't
Will
like any of your
Disley,
options.
and yeah, I don't love him either.
Is there a standout on defense we're missing?
I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah,
Khalil Mack, no.
yeah.
Maybe 10 years ago he would have been,
Well, the
but
defense altogether is a top 10 unit, I think.
yeah, the defense is possible. I mean, yeah, they
Because
had a
then you
pretty good
add a
defense
defensive
last
player
year.
later, so maybe that's a safe play. But I mean, I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to, I guess, if I want to keep my skip or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could do. I mean, who's their running back? One's Najee. Yeah, no way.
You know, stay away from Najee Harris.
Yeah, Lamar and their defense. I mean, especially if I can get a good defensive player, I might be inclined to go defense. Um, let's see, a quarterback Justin Herbert. I think I could wait. Although I do think Justin's a little better than people give him credit for.
Oh yeah.
Running back probably not. Quinn Johnson, no. Will Disley, no. Defense, yeah, I might just go with their defense. Pretty solid. I think they had a pretty good defense last year. Kind of helped them win a lot of games.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If you weren't gonna skip, I think that's your best option for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see who you get. You get the Los Angeles Rams.
The Rams. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Not quarterback, not defense, nor defensive player. Don't think I want to go O line. I could take
Mhm.
Puka Nakua at wide receiver one. That's a fantastic trio. But
That is
honestly,
true. Yeah.
I don't know that Puka, Jalen, and Downs would even be better than the Rams' current trio. Honestly, it'd be debatable. This
Right.
would be they'd have a better three here, but Devontae's better
Yeah,
than Waddle.
for sure.
Um, that kind of tells you how good the Rams receiver room is perceived to be, though.
Uh huh.
Um, I could go Kyron,
Kyron.
RB1.
Yeah.
He's probably a top 5 back in the league right now, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Actually,
up
that's a
there for sure.
fun kind of debate. Like, who's better than Kyron Williams?
Yeah. No, Kyron's pretty.
Saquon and Derrick Henry are better.
Yeah, Saquon, Derrick Henry, uh,
Jonathan Taylor? Is he
Taylor
better?
maybe. I
Hold
don't
up, let me
know.
check Kyron's stats from a year ago because I'm not honestly sure. I didn't have him. I don't think I had him on any fantasy teams, or if I did, I didn't really
Yeah, he had
keep track.
1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns.
Bro,
Wait, no. Yeah, he had 12 the year before. 14 touchdowns. That's crazy.
I didn't realize he had that many yards though. I thought it was a little
Yeah,
less than
I didn't
that.
realize he had that many touchdowns. Honestly, I think he was. Some might say he's overlooked. I feel like among like the best running backs in the league. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, he had a rough first season. I do know that, but
Yeah,
and that was his rookie year, so I feel like that's kind of forgivable. No, he's been a
sure.
absolute baller the past 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Like I don't know if I could say like if we're ranking running backs, like Taylor's probably better than him, but then healthy McCaffrey is
sure.
better, but you got
Mhm.
to be healthy to really say that.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
obviously last year Kyron was better. I'm not
Uh
sure
huh.
who's having a better season this year. Probably McCaffrey though.
Yeah.
um, dang. Yeah, I'm looking up the running back stats out of curiosity. 'Cause I feel like I was
Yeah.
forgetting someone. Yeah, like Jameer Gibbs, B. John Robinson.
Right. Yeah.
Right, I did forget those guys.
Mhm.
That's an L for me. But then Kyron comes into
It's
play
a lot
after
of good
that.
running backs to consider. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that brings me back to the debate, I guess. So this is close to a top 5 running back in the league.
Yeah.
I guess that would put him at 6. I think he's behind Saquon, Derrick Henry, Bijan, Jameer, and then McCaffrey in whatever
Hmm.
order you want. And
Sure.
Jonathan Taylor's 6 or 7 in the rank. I don't know. He is tough to rank because he's only played 2 seasons that were good.
Right.
Um,
He is up and coming. He's ascending for sure based
yeah.
on the numbers. So
I mean, that would be an amazing duo, Kyron and Rico Dowdle.
yeah,
Fantastic. But
that'd be
I don't know.
nuts.
Can you do me a favor and check their offensive line real quick? See what they're ranked.
Yeah.
Maybe they're better than I
I
realized, but
think
I don't
they're
know.
okay. With my gut.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Um,
that too.
Number 9, according to this fancy points.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta consider that. I mean, if it's a top 10 offensive line,
Yeah. I'll I'll source. I'll find another source. Although this one only has like top 5, so see what Fancy Pro says. It has Fancy Pros. Yeah, number 9.
well, I know you have the Commanders O line, so I'll have the better O line if I do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I want to. It's dangerous to hold off and get a better one, just end up with a bad offensive line. But also, having Kyron as my RB1 is really tempting because I still remember when I had to have Javonte Williams as my RB1 the other night. So that's something I do not
Yeah,
want to have happen again.
that would be funny. Yeah, we don't need that to happen.
Yeah, but I do think O line is more important. Also, if I have a crappy RB1, like if I get Javonte Williams, I have a better RB2 than RB1. So I
Right.
mean, like I can still have a good running back room. I think I'll take offensive
Sure.
line here. I think that needs
Okay.
to be prioritized.
Sure. Yeah. You just shore that up. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's got to be the play. And I just need a good receiver and quarterback to feel good here.
Makes sense. All right. So you have running back 2, Rico Dowell, wide receiver 2, Jalen Waddle, wide receiver 3, Josh Downs, George Kittle, Rams Rams offense or O
Rams
line.
offensive
Right?
line, yeah.
Okay, I'm putting
And
the
Matt
wrong
LaFleur
column.
is my
Yeah.
coach.
And then Matt LaFleur. Yes, I have Justin Jefferson, Brandon Cooks, Commanders offensive line, Chargers defense, and Sean McVay.
All
So I
right.
need quarterback, running back, 2 running backs, a wide receiver 2, tight end, and a defensive player. Okay,
All
let's
right.
spin the wheel. Oh, please wait. Do I already have? I got the Bengals. Oh, I haven't won. Ah, darn it. I could do T Higgins. That's not bad.
Yeah, you can take T. Higgins. That's one of the few
Yeah,
twos who'd be better than Waddle.
I mean, I could do Joe Burrow though.
Oh, you could do Burrow.
I can do Burrow. I don't know who their running backs are. I don't think their running backs are
You
really
don't want
worth
Chase
it.
Brown or whoever the backup is.
Yeah. Uh,
It's got to be
T
Burrow or
Higgins.
Higgins.
Yeah, T Higgins. I mean, I could make. I mean, obviously Burrow's tempting, but T Higgins is also just making that wide receiver trio. Like,
I mean, Jefferson and T would be the best duo in the league, probably. I mean, Jamar and T
yeah,
is the best duo right now, so probably the
right.
best duo right now.
Probably not their tight end, and they don't have a defensive player. So maybe Trey Hendrickson, but
Right? No, no, it's T
I
or
mean,
it's Burrow.
I know he would play, but just I
Right.
don't think he's that good.
I,
Oh man. Do I just want? I mean, part of me is kind of like Giants winning the Super Bowl. We'll see about
I
that.
admire your belief in your team at least. I'm a Panthers fan, so I get it. I get it. Good luck
Yeah,
with that. Panthers are winning the Super
yeah.
Bowl too, by the way. So
So, although as far as like wide receivers, 2 Jets generally available, because you took Jalen Waddle, I could take T Higgins. I mean, is there really anyone much better than those 2 like available?
no, I mean you'd have to get if you got
Like
Javante
Chris
Adams, I'd say he's better
Godwin,
than
maybe. I
Waddle.
guess. I wonder if Godwin. I mean, like,
Oh yeah, Godwin
although
would be better too.
yeah, but the odds that I land the Buccaneers, like,
Yeah,
who I land the
there are only
Buccaneers
a
and have.
couple of better receivers you can get.
Yeah, it might be because I feel like I could also get a good quarterback at some point.
Yeah, and plus you
Um,
don't know who my quarterback's going to be yet because
that's true.
I've not had a single spin so far that would have gotten me an optimal quarterback.
Right.
I think Purdy might be the
Um,
best one, the best option I've had, or Jordan Love maybe.
Yeah, I do think Joe Burrow might be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. It is tough. Um,
I feel like you can't
like
really go wrong either way. It's just which
yeah,
one.
it is kind of like we are kind of like running out of slots now. So if I don't get a good quarterback here soon, it might be a little bit tricky. But
But then you also
I'll
end up
do
with a bad wide receiver too. I was gonna name one, but then I realized
yeah.
I don't know
It's kind of
who would be
hard.
bad.
Like Quentin Johnson again or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Um, honestly, and part of me has some hesitation. I think I had a Burrow in a previous game. So, or did you have
I think
Burrow?
I
I
had
think I
Burrow
have.
and lost. I,
Oh
I
yeah.
took Burrow with the rationale that he's
Oh,
one of the
you have
best
Burrow. I
quarterbacks, and
Lamar
then my
Johnson.
roster
Yeah.
around him was terrible. I had to have Debo as my wide receiver too, and it was terrible.
Yeah. It's kind of tough. Yeah, there aren't very many good. Because even if I get settled for someone like CJ Stroud or something like that as my quarterback, like that's fine, I guess.
Because you have
But
a
yeah,
nasty receiver duo, and Brandon Cooks, I guess.
yeah, but I want to solidify. Okay, my gut, just solidify the quarterback. Let's go Joe Burrow.
Oh man,
That's
I
my.
thought you were gonna go T. I already wrote it down. Let me undo
Nah.
that then.
I mean, I thought about it, but I think like second thought, like I think it's more important to get the
Yeah.
quarterback. Right, we'll see. We'll see how this
So
plays
you
out.
didn't learn from my mistake the other night when I should have taken Chase.
No.
Nice. Let's hope that it costs you like it cost me. It won't. It probably
Okay.
won't. This is probably gonna
All
win
right.
for you.
We'll see.
I
All
need the
right. So you
Ravens or the
need
Bills, please.
right. You need quarterback, running back, wide receiver one, defense, and defensive player.
All the
All
important
right.
things, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. You got the Titans.
Uh, okay, not quarterback, not running back, not receiver, not the defense. There's no defensive. Yeah, this is an easy skip for me. I'm gonna
Okay.
use my skip here.
I still have my
Jeez.
skip, right? Just
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you still have your skip.
no, yeah. Okay, great. Skip on that. My spin will be. Ooh, I got the Indianapolis Colts. Um,
Yikes. Alec Pierce, wide receiver two.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I guess it's pretty easily Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I would think so.
Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I don't really think the running back two is worth pursuing. Whoever that is, Al Pierce, no.
Rookie
Tyler
tight
Warren,
end, no.
no. Okay,
Yeah,
your
you got
turn.
Taylor. That's why I didn't take Kyron. You got a better running back than that.
Yeah, I mean it's probably neck and neck.
It is pretty close, but
You
Taylor's
got.
better. He was better
Oh,
last
you were
year.
so close to getting the Bills, but you got the Cardinals.
Wow, massive L. I don't have anyone. Oh gosh.
Hmm.
I mean, you only
Marvin.
want them if you have the tight end slot available, which I do not.
Right.
I can't take
There's
midget
Marvin
at quarterback.
Harrison. There's James Conner.
No, no. Who's their best defensive player? Any idea?
Probably Buda Baker, if I had to guess.
Yikes.
Let me double
I wonder if
check.
signing Josh Sweat makes him their best defensive player.
Yeah,
That would
possibly.
be kind of sad.
That would be kind of sad. Yeah, Buda Baker, Will Johnson, just take him. No, they don't really have anyone stand out. I mean, maybe I doubt their defense was that good. I mean, they were ranked 21 in yards last year.
Can I have another skip?
Right.
Can I do Trey McBride as my wide receiver one? Good
Great.
grief, man.
That'd be funny, yeah.
Oh, and I can't even go Kyler and just hope the team around him is good because you got Joe Burrow. I'm just gonna have to sack my RB1 spot and get James Conner, I think.
Oh, James Conner over Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I don't want Harrison as my wide receiver one. That takes my receiver room from looking really good to just hoping Harrison is a monster in year two, which I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, he might be, but I don't want to base it off potential here. I need it to be solid.
sure.
You got Jefferson as your receiver one, so yeah, I
Yeah,
can see the writing on the wall here. I'm gonna lose this.
we'll see. I mean, like we don't know who my wide receiver two is. I mean, Marvin Harrison's proven kind of like he had a good rookie year.
Yeah,
so,
but
like, I would.
I mean,
Yeah, I see what you're saying though.
He hasn't
I mean, you have a
actually.
solid duo at running back, and you're just hoping to get someone better at receiver.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
objectively, that's a very good running back duo, just not an ideal RB1. But at least he's been healthy for a
Yeah,
while and he's been consistent. So I mean, I don't hate it. I don't
sure.
prioritize the running back room as much as the receivers and quarterback. Uh,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess we'll see.
All right. I need running
Cardinals.
back two, wide receiver two, tight end, and a defensive player. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see who I get. I got the New York Jets.
Yikes. Sauce
Um,
Garden time.
their running back two might be okay actually.
Oh,
Is it
Braylon Allen. Yeah,
Braylon Allen? I mean, I could do. I don't know if he's like the best running back two in the league, but
he's
that could be
not.
an option. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that confirmation. I was wondering. I mean,
Yeah, I could tell you were really contemplating calling him the best RB2 in the league, so just had to
I
get ahead
know.
of that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he might be better than David Montgomery. But yeah. I mean, that kind of would be my throwaway unless I wanted to skip. But honestly, like, who's their wide receiver two? Josh Reynolds? No.
No.
If they had Devontae Adams on the team, that'd be really helpful.
Oh yeah. Well, he'd be
But
the
that's
one, I
not the
guess.
case.
But well,
Mason
actually, Garrett
Taylor,
Wilson would still be.
right?
I don't know.
What's that? I think
I
it
was
was.
debating if Garrett Wilson or Devontae Adams would be one on that team.
I would have thought Garrett Wilson would be one and Devontae two.
Yeah,
But
I'm going back and forth on that. I'm not sure because I feel like Devontae was the one when he was on the team, but at this point he probably isn't.
right. I mean, I could do Sauce Gardner, but honestly, like,
It's just adding sauce to the Chargers defense. That doesn't feel that threatening.
yeah, because I think really this is just going to be pounding the rock to Jonathan Taylor anyway. So I'm not too worried about having some like unproven, low production. Like, I mean, Braylon Allen's really young. I think he's only 21 actually, which is kind of crazy when I
Yeah,
looked it up. So I'm gonna do Braylon Allen as my a running back too.
I think that's a good choice given what you have to work with.
Yeah, getting the Jets is a little tough, but basically got my last throwaway besides the actual skip.
Yeah.
I could have skipped, yes, but I'm kind of saving that.
So that gives me the better RB2, but you have the better RB1, and because of how good
Right.
Taylor is, it's probably just the better running back room overall, I would guess. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be closer to even since both of my running backs are 1,000-yard rushers. I'm not sure.
Right.
It's hard to evaluate that, you know.
Yeah, we'll see who you get.
Yeah, I still have all the
You
important
got-
positions.
I did it again. It was about to be Bills, but went to the Cardinals.
You know, I got them 3 times the other night, and this is the second time I've gotten.
I know
here.
it's a little sus, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have been getting the Cardinals a lot, which is kind of unfortunate.
What do I even do with that?
No, you're literally. I'll send
just
you a
kinda,
picture.
I'm
Not
kinda
to like prove anything, but it was so close to being the Bills. It's so fun. It's so comical to have watched it play out.
Yeah, because I could have had Josh Allen or the Bills defense.
No, that's twice. Yeah, so nuts. It's on. I mean, it looks like it's on the Bills too, but you got the Cardinals, which is so.
Yeah. It's like right between the two.
Yeah. It did that last time too.
What is with my luck this game? Good grief.
I mean, you have to do Marvin Harrison, right? Or
Either that or I just get their defense and hope I also add a standout defensive player.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
I don't really want to do that. You're gonna have the better defense. I can't. Look, even if I get Marvin Harrison and then I get a Josh Allen, which I won't, I'll get Kyler Murray with my luck so far. But even if I do that, it's like whoever I add at quarterback, you're still gonna have the better offense at this point. So thinking of it like that, I don't know how I would have to cash in on defense to have any shot.
Right.
So I guess I have to figure out what gives me the best chance. I do have George Kittle at tight end, so that is extremely helpful at least.
Sure.
I guess I could go Kyler. I mean, he's probably a little outside the top 10 in quarterbacks though, so it's not ideal. Nothing is ideal here at all. Just I don't know. If I told you that the Cardinals receiver room suddenly consisted of Marvin Harrison as the 1, Jalen Waddle as the 2, and Josh Downs at the 3, what would you think of that?
That would be an improvement for sure. I
Yeah.
think that's solid. Like, I mean, maybe like there will be other wide receiver rooms we've had are better. That seems solid. If you get a good defense, then that's definitely viable for
What
sure.
sucks though is you just have Justin Jefferson, and that's already better than my entire trio, I think. So
Yeah, well, we don't know who my 2 is, and my 3 is kind of like an older veteran, so
yeah,
it
yeah.
is
I'm not even
possible.
counting your 3 at this point. It's
Yeah, it's
throwaway.
just mhm.
Um, I guess I go Harrison and just say that all of these guys can be 1,000-yard receivers, just like both my running backs are 1,000
Fair.
yards runners. Man, that sucks.
Marvin Harrison. Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna
It
rage
sucks
quit
for
if I
both
get the
of us.
Cardinals again.
It sucks for both of us because I need the Cardinals to get like the tight end.
Oh yeah.
But you know, actually, I don't know what would be worse for you, that having happened, or like
It'd be
me.
it'd be worse if I get the Cardinals again, for sure. Like I have to go. I don't know what I would
Yeah,
do.
it'd basically be the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, let's see. So I need a wide receiver, 2 tight end, and a defensive player. Okay. Let's see. Being a tight end is actually a little bit sus because I do need someone good. Okay, I got Tampa Bay. So mm, mm, I do need a wide receiver too, don't I? Let me verify, but I'm pretty sure yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Godwin. Okay, I mean that looks like a pretty competitive wide receiver, duel. I mean, I can't really tell who's better necessarily. You have Marvin Harrison, Jalen Waddle, who's the best in the league, and the what 2 in the league, Josh Downs. Okay, all right, let's have you spin. I mean, all you need is Mahomes or Allen, and you'll be back in it. Honest, although I guess I have Joe
I
Burrow.
need to hit on quarterback, and I need to hit on defense and defensive player. That is the only way I have a
Okay,
shot here.
I think you need like Mahomes or Josh Allen. Let's say you need
Or
Mahomes.
Lamar.
Yeah, you need like Lamar, Broncos defense, and like Max Crosby or something.
Yeah, I need to get 3 good spins here when I've
We'll
not had a
see.
good.
We'll see what happens.
I think my only good
Still,
spin so far has really just been the 49ers. Everything else has just kind of sucked.
yeah, it is can be kind of unlucky for you, honestly. Like,
But look, I've gotten the Cardinals, Panthers, Cardinals, Dolphins, Colts, 49ers, Rams, and LaFleur. In retrospect, I should have taken Puka when I got the Rams. But
sure. Yeah, I mean, like, see, I don't even think you're necessarily like worse at this game than I am. I think you are just getting unlucky. It's just like we just have to like choose who's
it is
best.
kind of remarkable. Like you're getting all the good teams you need. Like you got
No,
Burrow.
getting Cardinals like 5 times over those 2 games or whatever is really unlucky. Like,
Oh, you know what?
actually.
And taking Downs early on was a big mistake when I could have taken Taylor. That was really dumb in
Sure.
retrospect.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let's see who you get. Maybe you'll get lucky.
I guess either way, getting the Cardinals twice is going to tank my team.
I don't know how this is really lucky. You got the Seahawks. You were close to the Chiefs.
Of course, I was close to the Chiefs. That's
Yeah. So it's either Sam
Not
Darnold.
Nope.
Or
I refuse.
Seahawks. I mean,
Who's their best defensive player?
yeah, probably. There's no one that really stands out, honestly. I mean, Devin Witherspoon, Julian Love, Reek Woolen, DeMarcus Lawrence, Leonard Williams. Those are just names I recognize. Their defense might be solid. I mean, I think their defense was like average last year.
Yeah. All right, just give me their defense, I guess, and just hope that I get Max Crosby or someone. Yikes!
That'll be good. Okay.
We're not even gonna have to share this to the server. Like you're obviously.
Yeah, I think we're just doing the rest of this for formality.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. At least I got the Falcons, so you can laugh at that.
Kyle Pitts.
I mean, I guess it's either Kyle Pitts or like.
You're not getting a better defensive player.
I do want to check.
Jesse Bates. He might be their best defensive player.
Yeah, AJ Terrell.
No, he's overrated.
Well, see, this is perfect because now I also have Pitts as the potential guy. I have my receivers, and then I have the guy who could be really good.
Somehow in that offense, he would still get 2 touchdowns and 500 yards or something.
Right. Yeah, Joe Burrow would throw to like Justin Jefferson, Chris Godwin all day. It's like Kyle Pitts, I'm
Well,
open.
that's true. His tight
Okay.
ends don't usually get a ton of production, right?
So now we both are just gonna take whichever team's best defensive player. So I'll spin for
Yeah.
you. Okay. You got oh, interesting. I actually wonder who you're gonna say. You got the Houston Texans.
Give me their defense.
Well, you need a player.
Oh, right. I should have gone Witherspoon from Seattle, I guess.
Oh yeah, because that actually would have been better reversed.
Yeah, I would have been really happy just having the Texans defense. Yikes.
I mean, you would have known, to be fair. It would have looked kind of dumb to just have taken like Ernest Jones or whoever the heck.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would take your corner as Stingley, but the Seahawks have a good secondary.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. I guess probably have to go Will Anderson. He's here.
Yeah, I think
Best
he's a
pass
little
rusher?
better than Neal. Yeah.
I mean, that's a very good pass rusher. I don't want to go Stroud because I'm gonna hold out hope that I get Lamar or Allen, and this can at least.
Oh, I forgot you have a quarterback, or you have a quarterback slot open. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll go Will Anderson. I guess just whatever.
Yep.
It doesn't matter at this point, so I can just
Yeah.
say whatever and just hope I get a good quarterback. Because
Sure.
this could still be a good team if the quarterback.
Yeah,
is
your
good.
deeming thing would be getting Mahomes or Allen, essentially.
Yeah, that makes this a good team. Just
Right.
it's not going to win
Okay.
in this, but it's still a good team.
Let's see who my best defensive player is going to be. I got the Seahawks. At least there's some karma there. Actually, I don't know. When I was looking earlier for your team, I don't know who their best player is.
I was thinking Witherspoon. He's their best corner at least.
Yeah.
Add him to the Chargers secondary. That's probably pretty good.
Yeah, Witherspoon, probably not Love, probably not Reek Woolen.
Yeah, Witherspoon's the better corner between.
Yeah, I probably concur with you, Devin Witherspoon. Yeah, I don't mind that.
No, not at all.
All right.
Your only
Now
flaws are having
the-
Braylon Allen and Brandon Cooks on the team, which is not. I mean,
Right.
your throwaways. So
Yeah. All right, let's see who your quarterback is. This is
I'm
the
gonna get the
big
Jets
reveal.
or the Titans or someone like that.
You got. I think this is a respin because you got Bengals, and I'm not gonna make you do their backup because I have Burrow. Yeah,
Now I get the Bengals. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brandon
Respin.
Alfal. Yeah, we'll respin. Yep. Okay.
The joke's on
You
me.
got. Oh! You were so close to getting the Saints, but you got the Ravens.
All right, great. I'll take Lamar. That makes this look good.
Okay. I mean, that makes it a little closer, at least.
I basically built the Ravens a worse version of their offense and probably defense, but I got them Matt LaFleur as their head coach. I don't know, because I got Lamar at quarterback, James Conner and Rico Dowdle is my duo, Marvin Harrison, Jalen Waddle, Josh Downs, not a bad trio, but what? What are you doing?
Yeah, keep yapping about how great your team is.
No, I'm yapping about how this is worse. This isn't even good enough to beat
Okay, let's
today's
actually
Ravens.
break it down. So it's like Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow, probably like a toss-up. I do like Lamar Jackson probably a little better, but it's about even.
Yeah, we don't need to debate it here because your team wins.
Yeah, I mean, like...
you have the better RB1. I have the better RB2, but RB1's more important.
Yeah, probably RB1 matters more.
Easily.
And then, like...
You have the better wide receiver 1 and 2, so it doesn't matter that I have Josh Downs as my 3, because what's that going to do?
Hey, at least you have an advantage at tight end. Woo!
No, because Kyle Pitts is going to break out.
Yeah, he totally would.
I've got the better offensive line, at least, but that doesn't...
Yeah.
I mean... Your offensive line would have to be really bad, and my defense would have to be able to take advantage of it. But I don't think my defense is capable of it.
I wonder this. Not that it really matters, but I wonder, like, since you have Seahawks, but I have Devin Witherspoon, did I take Devin Witherspoon from your team?
No, they're just two Devin Witherspoons.
Just Devin Witherspoon. Okay, that's.
I had to clone him to send him to you. I don't know.
That probably is the fairest anyway, because you don't really consider that when you're talking about defense. Like, if they get the defensive player, like,
it's weird that happened.
Yeah.
No, your team obviously wins. Like, there's no world where my team can really compete with this. The only way it happens is I have Lamar.
Jackson, which I think makes it competitive, but
yeah, it means I have a chance, but I'm
unlucky.
gonna lose by double digits. I think.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but
Yeah, what I was saying, I was yapping earlier because I'm trying to say I'm comparing it to today's Ravens team. I don't think that I think I built a worse version of that. Is what I was saying. If I'm going down the list, we got a worse running back position
yeah,
group. I think the receivers. I guess you could argue. I don't know because I really like their receiver room with Zay Flowers and Bateman,
sure.
and I probably improved their receiver room slightly. Got them a better tight end. I
Yeah,
think
I
the
think so.
Ravens. I like their offensive line a little better, but that's just me. I like their defense better, despite having Will Anderson there. I don't know if LaFleur is better than Harbaugh, so that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. Like this is probably still a good team, just not
Well,
even.
it's solid. Yeah.
When you're doing this, you're supposed to be able to. You're basically building a super team, right? The best in the league,
Yeah.
in today's league.
Right.
I don't think I even did that. That's how bad that went.
Yeah.
That's what I was yapping about.
So,
I was by no means was I trying to say I got a chance here.
no, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh well.
Nah, that's cool. I made some mistakes early on. I don't know why I thought taking a wide receiver 3 was a good idea. Just hoping I could get a top 5 running back instead of taking Jonathan Taylor.
Right.
But again, I think getting the Cardinals twice was still going to ruin me. Like, I don't think I made the wrong choice taking Kittle at tight end. So I was still going to have
Right.
to sacrifice 2 positions later with the Cardinals.
That's true. Wait, did I used my skip, right? I think I used it when I got the got some bad team.
Did you ever use it?
I'm starting to remember. I don't know if I used my
No, because
skip.
I started it and I started the video or I started the concept. Whatever.
Right.
I went first, and then so you should have gone last, but you didn't because I used a skip and you didn't.
Right.
When I used my skip, it turned to you having the last pick, or turned to me
Oh,
having the
so
last pick.
I didn't use my skip.
Yeah, that's what I'm concluding as I think through that. I don't. You did not. You couldn't have used your skip. If we both used our skip, it would have ended with you.
I thought there was I thought there was a bad team where I skipped, but I guess
No, you
I guess
talked
the
yourself
Jets,
out of it with the Jets.
talk myself out with the Jets and the Commanders.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
didn't
actually
you have the Saints at one point?
I thought I did. Did I get the same? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was considering Camaro stuff. Yeah, I don't know how that because well, you went first. You went
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
And
so
then
it should have ended with you, if we both used a
you,
skip.
me.
Yeah.
So it should have ended with me. I don't know. I don't know how that worked.
Because you skipped the Saints, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I did. No. Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks was my
Oh,
player.
yeah, see, I already forgot he's a Saint.
Yeah, right. I guess I didn't use my skip.
So you talked yourself out of it each time.
Yeah.
You kept saving it just in case.
I could have I could have used my skip for the defensive player. I could just oh well. We'll already
It didn't matter at that point, so you weren't thinking about it.
just for fun, I'm just gonna spin again to see who I could have gotten.
Yeah.
It won't now.
You're gonna get the Browns and
See, I got Bengals, so probably.
I mean Henderson's
I guess
probably a better addition.
yeah, but didn't
Nah,
really make it.
It didn't matter.
Didn't really matter now.
Yeah, not at all. No. Just no.
Nah.
No.
Well, GG. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
I need the Cardinals to fall out of love with me though, because this is really annoying.
Right, for sure.
At what point do I need to go buy a jersey to support the team?
Yeah, at this point.
I mean, I don't
Right.
mind them.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. That did take a lot of time actually. I was thinking initially we might get to do that twice, but that would this is probably a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so. I probably agree with you there.
Yeah.
We can have some post-pod discussions, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Yeah. Thank you all for showing up for our worst to first rankings, as well as our little game that we do. Hopefully in the future, we do that game, we can figure out a graphic or something. That'd be pretty cool. But
That would be cool.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for showing up. Sox, obviously, Flock, Giants, Ravens, 76B more.
Who also dropped a like on the video, so thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder, this is where we check. I wonder if we got any new subs. I don't know that we did. Probably not.
Probably not. We don't usually get them while we're streaming.
Yeah, we're still at 139. So
that's all right. If you're watching right now or after, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We are trying to grow our channel. This is your channel if you're here. I mean, we tend to do what our audience suggests and wants because we're here for you guys. We're here to have fun, but we want to make content that you guys enjoy. So just let us know. We usually have a mailbox as well if you want to drop some questions or topics for us. We see that. It's in our server, or you can put them in the comments on YouTube. We will find it. Feel free to do that if you want us to cover anything next week. And for those of you who are college football fans, because I know there are a couple who watch us who are waiting on me to do content, I did record a video last week. It's just that it was an hour long, and also I said some inaccurate things, as it turns out. So I'm gonna make a shorter video instead and get that out this week. So I apologize for the delay there. That's my fault for thinking I could rank 60 plus teams in less than an hour. So whoops.
Yeah, no, just the content will be pristine. It'll be worth the wait. Very, very exciting stuff coming.
Yeah, we have a NFL football game coming up really soon, a week from Thursday, I believe. So stay tuned for that. We've been talking about doing some live commentary during the game, so should be fun.
Yeah, it is a week from Thursday, I guess, come to think of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up. So,
Yep.
yeah, all right, I guess that's all we have to say. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Be sure to catch us probably around the same time next Monday, July 28th. And then, of course, that Thursday on the 31st. Got a football game to cover. So, yeah, everybody take care. Thanks for watching. See you all next week.
Peace.